I got too many hoes, but they ain't you. You like to put that shit in your nose.
What's up, what's up, what's up? It's Miracle Renee. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, hey guys, so I know it's been so long since y'all heard from me. It's been a good like 9-10 months, I believe. I think my last video was like a makeup video, but today I'm basically gonna be doing a life update because I think y'all deserve one. I deserve a life update. It's been too dang long. So today we're gonna be doing a life update while I just sit here and do my makeup. I'm just gonna be talking to you guys, giving you guys just updates of what the fuck I've been on and what's been going on with my life. So yeah, I'm also going to be showing you guys a couple of products that I got from Sephora. Let's go ahead and tune in and I'm gonna catch y'all later. Okay, so like, where do I even start? I don't even know. It's just been a long road, y'all. A very long road, and like, I need to catch y'all up because like I've been going since basically like high school, but I did make a video about like 10 months ago, I'm gonna say. It was a makeup video, but like I want to get consistent with YouTube. Let me catch y'all up. I'm trying to do my eyebrows. I'm gonna do my eyebrows real quick before I even put anything moisturizing on my face. Yeah, I basically graduated high school. I'm now in college. Why does it look crooked? It look crooked, but we're gonna act like it don't. High school was cool, you know. I was ready to get up out the house. I don't know why I was in a rush. It's actually hard being on your own, in my opinion, as far as like dorming, but it's good that I only went like 45 minutes away from home, so I'm not really missing out on anything, to be honest. I didn't know my roommate before coming to college, but like I did at the same time. There's like this Instagram page that my school set up for us incoming freshmen at the time, and that's basically how we were able to find our roommates and stuff like that. She basically hit me up or whatnot, and you know, was asking like, oh, like, I don't know if you have a roommate, but I was wondering if you would want to, you know, roommate with me. And of course I said yeah. Of course I said yeah. We end up rooming together. No, I end up throwing my going away party. You know, I was like, you know what? I'd rather have a really great connection with my roommate before we even get to the campus. So why not invite her to my going away party? So I basically did that. And she was exactly what I expected. We're still cool to this day. I'm a sophomore now. She acted a little shy, but that girl loud now. She's loud as fuck. Basically end up moving in. Our room was pretty big, and I'm not gonna say like all of the university dorms aren't big, but like ours is pretty spacious, but not spacious at the same time. For a double, it's pretty spacious just for 2 people. Triples are pretty big for 3 people too, but it could get pretty congested or like tight for some people. We went and got decorations for our room and stuff like that. You know, we met a lot of cool people that we're still cool with today. So that was cool. Seeing everybody move in. You know, just getting the real campus vibe, right? Fast forward to a little bit more into the semester, the first semester. You know, we started getting familiar with everything. We started making our friends. You know, one thing I loved about first year was that everybody I met or that was on my floor was about business or about making it in life. Like, somebody had a business, somebody was either on YouTube, somebody was making music, or, you know, just ran a business. And that's really what I loved about my floor and like us black people. I was also on the Halisi floor, and that's basically a black floor. For all the black students, you didn't have to be black to be on the floor though. So that was another great thing too. Basically, they either had a business, they was running, there was producing, you know, on YouTube, doing makeup, doing hair, cutting hair, just all types of stuff. And it really motivated me to really get onto my stuff, you know. Like at the time I was trying to hop on YouTube, be consistent with it, but at the same time I'm still a student, I'm still working a 9 to 5 on top of that. So like, it's not really easy to stay consistent with stuff like that, you know. I was meeting a lot of good people. I was trying to join clubs, expecting it to be like high school, which it was, don't get me wrong. Not a lot of people will agree with me on this one. Like, college is somewhat similar to high school. It's just the amount of freedom that you have and that you have to really manage. That's the only difference with high school and college. Like, you just get so much freedom and you really need to learn how to handle it and like how to manage it, you know, because there's nobody here that's going to tell you what to do and what not to do. That's one thing I had to really freaking learn. First year was cool. I joined the majorette team. That was really cool for us not to be an HBCU, but to have a majorette team. So that was really nice. I really enjoyed the first, my first year on the team, but I had to cut that off real quick. That could be a whole story time later. But yeah, I had to cut that off. I don't know if my eyebrows look too thin. They looking a little thin to me. What y'all think? Yeah, but yeah, so I joined the majorette team. I wanted to be a walk-on onto the basketball team, but it just wasn't working. I tore my meniscus. I was trying to get surgery for that, so it just wasn't going to work. So I just decided not to be an athlete, basically. And yeah, so that was that. I didn't join BSU. I was thinking about doing it, but didn't join it. I ended up getting a job right down, because there's a market right next to the dorm, so it was very convenient. I'm still working at the market till this day. So that's a really great 9 to 5. If you're a college student, or you're an incoming freshman or incoming sophomore, even a junior or senior, literally work on campus. Like literally work on campus. It's really so convenient. You're literally on campus already. You're dorming here. They're flexible with your hours. You don't have to waste gas or waste money on getting Ubers to go to work. It's literally right there, you know. So if you're an incoming freshman and you're looking for ways to get money, please work on campus. Work at the library. There's literally food places like on campus, like at the food court. You can literally work there. But usually your school would have like a whole system or program that helps students get jobs on campus. So just really work with what you got, because my mistake was trying to go off campus to get a job when literally there's a place right here beneficial for me. So that's one thing I'd advise for y'all. That was first semester of college, which was very cool. I met a lot of cool people. I was also in a relationship at this time. My relationship was cool. Actually, I'm gonna get into my relationship a little later. I was going out to parties with my friends, clubs. I started to realize, like, I started to learn a whole lot of like new things about myself, that like I don't really like going clubbing. Like clubbing, I just really feel like are for older people, like people in the 30s, you know. Or even 25 and up, but I just really don't feel like people my age should not be at clubs, personally. Like there's a lot of grown men there, like they just don't understand what age is or something. I don't know, but I personally don't like clubbing. I'd rather go to a kickback or either a simple ass party, because clubbing is not for me. Grown people that be up in there, yeah. So we would go to parties, we would go to the basketball games, which was really cool to see like all the athletes play and stuff like that. So that's basically what will go on first semester. As far as my grades, I started off the year pretty good, because everything was seeming so simple, you know. But once everything hits you, that's when it's like you either win or you lose, you know. And I felt like I started putting my focus too much into the outside world instead of paying attention to like what's really important in front of my freaking face, which was my education. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna front or anything. My grades did start to drop towards second semester. Well, at the end of the first semester, they were dropping. I failed a class, which I wasn't happy about. But also a lot of that had to do with my attendance. And not just because I wasn't going to class just because I didn't want to. I actually had a big surgery. It wasn't even a big surgery. It was basically like to repair my meniscus, which is a small little tendon or whatever you want to call it in your knee. So like I had to get that repaired, and which caused all my absences towards the end of this first semester. So and basically with universities, I'm not sure if it's all universities, but with my university, basically if you have like, I think it's 6 absences, they're basically just going to withdraw you from the class or basically fail you because you basically haven't been present enough to pass the class. So they look at it as that. Yeah, but I ended up working with my teachers and figuring something out. So I'm going to use this Fenty Skin face milk. I think that's what you call it. It's called Fat Water. I've never tried it before, but I seen it at Sephora and I was like, I don't have no Fenty products, so I want to feel a little, you know. So I'm gonna get it and see what it does for me. I do know that Fenty products are very strong on my face. I'm not sure if y'all get like that, but I don't know if you're able to dilute the stuff, but I'm just going to use it as it is. and see what it does. It's supposed to hydrate your face. It doesn't really smell strong at all, so I don't know. But yeah, so basically that was first semester. Picked up my grades towards second semester, like towards the ending or like mid of second semester. This is also where like I feel like I personally got in my depressed state, and I don't know what it was. Like, I just feel like I was just losing myself. I'll have mental breakdowns and stuff like that, but like I'd always feel like that stuff wasn't normal. But trust me, as a college student, especially a freshman, that stuff is normal. Mental breakdowns, crying every single day, feeling bad about yourself, thinking you're stupid, like all that is normal. I'm not saying that it's okay because it's normal, but it's normal, you know, like you're not feeling left out. I don't know if you guys are feeling like that, but trust me, this stuff is normal. In the moment, I didn't know that, you know. I'm going to go in with this Fenty Skin face primer. I think it's in soft matte. Yeah, got it in soft matte. Don't like make it go, like don't treat it like it's something like you're just stupid and going out your mind, because like that's exactly what I did, because I didn't know better, you know. Me and my roommate were freshmen, so we did have people to like lean on and stuff like that, but you know, stuff can really overwork you. Yeah, I was just going through it. I was still in a relationship. I just felt like I wasn't me anymore, if that makes sense. Like I felt like I wasn't the same me from high school, which like was really taking a toll on me, like just so horribly. Like I didn't want to do anything. I feel like I wasn't making my significant other happy, and I don't know, it just really wasn't it, you know. I don't remember if I was going to parties or anything like that. I just really didn't care about school anymore. I just felt so out of place, and like I was also comparing myself hella to other college students, because I'll just see people walking on campus, or people just going to parties all the time and not worrying about school basically. But you never know what's going on behind everything, like you really don't. So that's one thing where I made a mistake at as well, was really comparing myself, you know, and really just all I have to do is really just lock in and stay true to myself basically. I basically was just losing my mind and stuff like that, crying on my own, you know, not telling people that I was crying, or even failing classes. Like by people I mean like my mom and stuff like that, because you know I didn't want her to see like my daughter is failing, you know. But I got over it or whatever. Also gonna be trying this new foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. Most of my products are from Charlotte Tilbury and like Fenty, but I want to try this new foundation. I usually use Fit Me, which there's no problem. I'm not knocking Fit Me, Maybelline, or that foundation. It's really good. Sorry y'all, the camera cut off. But I don't like how cakey I be getting by the end of the day, so I wanted to try out a new foundation. So I was gonna go to Fenty, do their foundation, but I had seen this video where like they tested all the foundations and put them all on a napkin, and Fenty had so much oil in it. I'm not gonna say like no foundation has oil in it, but the amount that Fenty carried was crazy. But I'm gonna go in with this this foundation, and it's in the shade 14 Cool Freud. Yeah, let me continue. So basically yeah, I was just going through it. My mindset just wasn't it, and I really feel like that was a big factor in like my whole relationship and why it did what it, like how it ended. Things happen, you know. I was like in that like negative ass mindset the rest of the semester, like probably starting from like the beginning of first semester all the way until the end of the year. And it was horrible. Like that's some stuff that I would never want to experience again. And I don't know why I got into that mindset, because I was doing perfectly fine right before I went into college. But you know, maybe it's good that we all experience that type of feeling, you know. It just lets us know that something's going to get better, like something's better is coming. At least that's how I would like to think of it. I also got this new brush from Sephora as well. It's the 64. I already used it already. I love it, so that's another thing. I also got this Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I used this already, and I'm so glad that I got this. Oh my gosh, this was a lifesaver, trust me. So I was put on by like a TikToker, I believe, but yeah, definitely worth it. But yeah, so basically yeah, I was just going through it, negative mindset. I stopped hanging out with like my roommate. I stopped going out with her and stuff like that. And yeah, but my grades, I did not fail. a class. I don't believe I failed a class last semester. I think I passed everything, but I barely passed classes like with a C, you know. And I'm in school to be a chiropractor, so like C's are just gonna pass me, but like they're not a good look to like grad schools and all of that, you know. So that's one thing. This shit just drying pretty fast. So yeah, so basically, sorry y'all. Yeah, so basically that was the end of that semester. I basically ended up quitting leaving the majorette team. I wanted to start my own dance team in the summer. Like with that comes with a lot of people on board, and I didn't really have people on board, especially because we were all students, so we all were busy, you know. So like in reality, we weren't going to be able to handle it, basically. So that didn't fall through during the summer. I walked into the summer with a pretty good mindset. I was still on that negative mentality, but I wanted better for myself, you know, especially for my relationship as well. So basically me and my significant other, we basically broke up, and that kind of really took a toll on me, and I didn't realize that it was going to take a toll on me until it actually did. So I was going through that as well. I kind of knew that's where it was going to go before the summer even started, because personally what I was going through, I just knew it wasn't healthy to keep them in the loop of things. You feel me? I feel like I did a really bad way at expressing it to that person, like a really bad way, and everything basically just could have been prevented. So basically we ended up breaking up. It took a toll on me, you know, but it was also basically needed. I would really not be exactly where I am today, and I'm so grateful that they initiated everything for the best for them, but also the best for me, you know. So I understand, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Went through the breakup, and that's really where I started to lock in, and this was like July, originally in June, but it pushed over to July. That's when I really wanted to like just basically do better for myself, because I started to realize that I started getting dependent on that person. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be dependent on your significant other, because you should have some type of you should want to be able to depend on your significant other, but when you're doing it too much to the point where you cannot be alone, oh, there needs to be a change in that. I decided to hop in the gym over the summer just to be healthier, you know. I hopped in the gym. I was going to work. I also wanted to buy a car in the summer, so I was also working heavily to do that as well. I don't know why I was never told to never work at Pollo Loco. Never was told that. The amount of racism that those people hold is crazy, like crazy, and I never knew that. And of course racism is still here, but like I've never really experienced that type of racism on the low. It was just horrible, you know. So I was dealing with that in the summer as well. Personally, I just don't like working. I'm just not a workable person. I just can't work. I just can't. But for the time being, I am a college student and I need the money, so a 6 to 9 is gonna have to do for right now, which is totally fine. That is okay, you know. I then moved over to McDonald's for a little bit, right before I was about to leave back to college for this new year. Mind you, before I went off to college, I was already working at McDonald's for like a year or two. So like I was already familiar with everybody. The managers knew me. You know, I was a really good worker at McDonald's. So I got the job like really easily. So I went back to McDonald's because I was over with Pollo Loco because that was just crazy. And I love my Hispanics, but the Hispanics that I was dealing with was crazy, and like they just looked so miserable. So like that's another reason why I had to like really stay humble, understand that they can't leave like I can, you know. So that's another reason why I looked at college like so much different, because I'm able to go to school at that in the city where everybody wants to be. I had to really just sit down and be grateful for where I'm at, you know, and happy that I don't have to stay at that miserable ass job. Like, you know, I was happy to go. Fast forward, so that's how my summer went. I was really trying to work on myself. I was going through a breakup, you know, just basically just trying to relearn who Miracle really was, you know, and accept that she's not the same person from high school. And that was my biggest thing this whole time. Why do I not like the things that I used to? Why am I not doing the things that I used to? You know, it was just so much. And like, I feel like COVID had a really big factor on all of that, because I feel like my social skills were just down the drain as well. But I just realized that I was just growing into the person that I am today, which is totally fine. Like, I'm starting to realize that I don't need nobody, like nobody, you know, not even my significant other. Like, you don't need nobody, I promise y'all. And once you tap into that, you know how unstoppable you can be. Like, you can achieve so much on top of that as well, you know. But that's exactly where I'm tapping into right now, and that's where I want to stay. Let's hop into this upcoming year. So coming into this year, I was on a whole new positive ass mindset. I was ready for school. I was ready to, and I was going to be a full-time student. I was enrolled in 16 units, I believe. And I also became a brand ambassador for Bartleby. So it was like a school, basically like a school site that students can use for like homework questions, getting paid for that. I also knew I was going to be working my 9-to-5 job, you know, just really living it up now that I'm in this new era of my life, you know. Like, and the fact that I was by myself, you know, like not in a relationship no more, genuinely on my own. I wanted to live the college life, but I also wanted to do what was best for me for this next year, which I did exactly what I said. I'm an RA, so let me tell y'all about that. I definitely left that out. You guys know how I was, my grades were dropping. So they basically dropped. First semester they had dropped. You have to have at least a certain GPA to keep your resident assistant spot, basically. I basically applied to be a resident assistant freshman year. I had the job, I got the job, but then since I was failing my classes, they basically snatched it from me. And I was so devastated, like so devastated. I basically just felt dumb and just felt like I wasn't doing nothing, you know? So I basically lost my my position and basically had to find a roommate for this upcoming year, which I did. Everything was last minute too. Like, this was like going towards the summer. And I had to find a roommate. So basically I was gonna do a triple with 2 of my other friends. And then I was also praying to God that like they'll put me on the wait list and that, like, you know, I'd end up getting the spot back, which it didn't seem like I was going to, honestly. Like, my hopes were so low. Towards the ending of summer break, this is like August, I didn't go back to school until like August 18th, I believe. They literally emailed me a week. They actually got a call from Zaria, my roommate from last year, because she was with the staff, and she basically called me literally a week before move-in, and they literally told me that they're giving me my spot back. And it's so crazy how God works. Like, it is so crazy how God works. I feel like I was just going through it, y'all. Everything was crashing down, just like they say, when so much negativity is going on in your life, it's just to show you that something better is literally on the way. And that's exactly what it was. I just really had to believe, and I'm glad that I held the hope, like that 5% of hope that I had. I'm glad that I held it, because it truly showed me that it's literally getting better. I ended up getting my RA position back, fast forward to moving in, which really had me pissed off, because like they told me that I had my room, but basically didn't have my room. I didn't have my room for an entire week. So I was basically living on my roommate's blow-up bed and in and out of my bags for an entire week. I ended up getting my room or whatever, got the RA position back, my room, I'm in my room now. So my mindset was basically on like really succeeding, you know? So I was very excited to come back. My grades were good. I was taking chemistry and anatomy, and let alone those classes are already 2 big hard classes. My advisors will always tell me not to take 2 big classes, like 2 major classes, because it's very hard to maintain, especially being a full-time student like I was and working and doing all of that. I still did it because I felt like I can handle anything, so I ended up doing it. It was going good in the beginning, but then that shit hit, and it hit real bad, where it started to really mess up my GPA, you know? And if my GPA gets too low, I can't have the RA position. This year is really was going great. My mindset is really on figuring out me and like what the freak miracle really likes, you know? And then I'm gonna go in with this new contour stick that I got from Fenty Beauty. I got it in espresso, and it's a cream contour. Stuff works really good, as I seen on like TikTok. We're gonna see what it is about. I also got color matched for all of this stuff, by the way. I do not know how to contour my nose at all. I really don't know what it is. Maybe I should really watch more videos. Basically, first semester were really good. I ended up getting closer with God. That was another one of my goals. I really wanted to get closer to God and gain a relationship with him, because I just felt like my world was really just crashing down and I didn't know what to do next. I started going to these Bible studies. There's these missionaries on campus. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but it's basically like people who really want to spread the word about God. I'm not sure if they just go to college campuses or if they walk around anywhere, but they basically was on my campus and just basically trying to spread the word. And literally that morning I had a whole mental breakdown. It was really almost like a sign that God was giving me his hand that day and told me like, it's time for you to like gain a relationship with me, you know, because this whole time growing up, I genuinely felt like I didn't have a connection with God. I was genuinely happy that I ran into these two guys, you know. I ran into them, basically started doing Bible studies with them. I introduced Zaria to them and had Zaria do Bible study with me. And it's the best thing that I've ever done in my entire life. Like, it was so good. I'm really grateful for that. I joined the dance team this school year because I genuinely wanted to start one for my own, but knew that it was gonna be too much to handle. So I just joined the dance team that was already here. I know y'all probably like, why did you just join it if it was already there? Because it wasn't my type of style at first. Last year I remember tapping in trying to see what they're about. I didn't really see what they're about too, because I didn't see if they had an Instagram or anything. I think I seen them on Facebook, and the last time they posted on that was like 2017. So like, it was giving old school. You had joined, and I'm still on the team today. I love the team to death. I'm gonna have to do vlogs with some of our competitions. I've never been on an actual dance team in my entire life, so it was really nice to finally be a part of one, you know, and to feel like family. I just had my first competition in November. It was a really good experience, so that was really cool. I had made a vision board with Zaria. It's crazy how things will come on its own timing. Like, I really expected all of like some stuff that I put down on my vision board to happen all last year, but it's crazy because most of them are happening this year. Timing is a really weird thing, but it happens, you know. It all happens on its own timing. God will literally do what's for you in his own timing. It's just a lot that I started to pick up during this last year. It's just crazy. I also bought this highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury. I've seen it a lot on TikTok and I really wanted to try it. It's a cream highlighter. I usually use powder highlighters, but I'm gonna try this one. I know it's very pigmented and a little goes a long way, so I'm gonna put it on right now up under my concealer to see if it'll like poke through. But I think I'm gonna put on blush first. And y'all better not clown me. I use lipstick as a blush. I don't know if anybody does that, but I personally feel like it works really good. Yeah, so joined the dance team. Really was excited that I did that. We're literally gonna be doing a Christmas retreat in January. So I'm thinking about filming a video for that too. Just wanna see if they all wanna be on camera. I don't think they mind, but thinking about filming for that too. And my grades started getting bad once again. I feel like I just need to manage my time better, you know? Like, and I feel like I genuinely could. It's just I really have to lock in. I'm learning as well. Like, all of this is all a learning experience, and it's something that I should be going through. So I'm glad I'm going through it. You know, college really does get hard. I have questioned about dropping out so many times since last year. Like, even still today, I still question it, you know? But that's exactly what college makes you feel like, you know? And it's totally fine. Like, even if like I choose to drop out, I just want to choose the best decision for me and like not for anybody else, you know? Because I find myself always asking like my mom or my siblings, like, should I continue to do this? But literally do what's best for you, because at the end of the day, you're going to be the only one making the money, seriously. And it's either you want to be happy making that money or going out sad. I'm genuinely trying to understand what I want to do. I'm now looking into changing my major to business because I genuinely would like to be an entrepreneur, you know? And like, I just feel like with that, it can take me so many places. Like, first looking into doing real estate because I'm a really good talker, and like I feel like I'm a really good persuader, and you know, us Geminis, we can really persuade people. So if you're not getting no sales, no money is coming in. That was a whole other thing I had to look at as well. Also social media. Like, I want to be on social media, so why not learn how to market, you know, or advertise? I'm not really sure what I want to do, so I'm gonna really take the time for this Christmas break to really understand what I really want to do. because, you know, kinesiology is a really hard major, and a lot of time that you have to put into this major. Studying is no joke. You really have to study when it comes down to stuff like that. I'm getting by, you know, so that's genuinely where I'm at today. I really want to start hopping on YouTube and get a little bit more consistent, because I did just buy a camera. I'm not saying that you need a camera just to film YouTube videos, but I also don't have storage on this phone, so it was just best to invest in one, you know. And since I invested in so much money, I want to make sure that I'm being consistent with it and really pushing out content, you know. And in order to be this type of influencer that I want to be, it starts with this. That's basically where I'm at in my life right now. You know, I'm 19, I'm about to be 20 real soon. I really want to start making it in life and really just being successful and doing things for me and not giving people too much of my energy. So I'm going to just really finish up with my makeup.
Think I might do the same, don't tell me, baby.
I don't know if my highlighter is buzzing.
Drape me in Gucci. All I ever asked was you to baby, yeah.
Yeah, son.
Yeah.
See, you ain't no gangsta, period.
Try to fuck on a pew. They call me a boost, I go stupid. Be playing, but I ain't gonna play with you. Let's go.
So I'm sitting here editing this video and I have no clue why I did not film an outro. Literally no clue. So this is the outro. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. I know it's been very long since I last filmed a video, and I want to give you guys a proper update on like how my life has been and my intentions of continuing out with this YouTube channel. So I really want to get consistent with carrying out with my YouTube channel. So I hope you guys are willing to stick through and ride with me on this journey. I'll see you guys in my next video.